Well, we're glad to be here to share memories of our journey at Holy Trinity Lutheran Church. I found a few things at home. One time, not too long ago, somebody asked for us to bring things that we had about the church because they were going to put them all in scrapbooks and everything. I think they did. So I didn't have much left, but I have proof that we joined the church back in 9/28/63, 1963. We can hardly believe that, but that's how long we have been here. And we have always thought of Holy Trinity as our family, and they continue to be our family. When we first came to Holy Trinity, we had three little girls, and actually, before I get into that, I was going to say that I started teaching Sunday school before we were even members. Had so many young people, kiddies here, and young families, and they asked if I would teach Sunday school, and I said sure. So then, of course, we joined, and we are very happy that we did. I was going to say that when we joined, we just had the chapel, and with three little girls and myself to get ready on Sunday morning to come to church, we never could get here early enough to get into the chapel. It was so full that it would be full, and they had chairs down the hallway to what is now the pastor's office, and you could also sit in the office. And we usually ended up sitting in the hallway because that was the only place that was left by the time we could get here. And then, of course, we added on with the new sanctuary and have plenty of room. And for many, many years, that was always full also. And as you were saying,
over the time, the church thought is it was so crowded always. Even when we had the big open, it was still full, particularly for the holidays.
They put extra chairs down the aisles so we could get everybody in. And it was young. We had a very young congregation, young couples, and lots of kids. And I was telling the pastor that we'd go for 2 or 3 years and we wouldn't even have a death in the congregation because we were just young people. And when we had vacation Bible school, my kids said they thought that we had at least 100 people, 100 kids here, plus all the teachers, and it was wonderful. And if only we could do that again, it would be fantastic. We thought the pastor was going to ask us questions, but I was looking at it and it says, what significant family religious things we had. 3 daughters were married here at Holy Trinity. 3 daughters had were confirmed here. In their confirmation classes, I gave them all that information when I tried to get things cleaned out. So as we get old, and two of my daughters said they thought they had about 12 in their class, and my one daughter said she thought there were 20 in hers. So those were the good old days.
I think the older times, almost all of the men wore a tie and coat, and that doesn't happen now. Things have changed quite a bit over the time. Some of the special things that we used to see here, when we had the special things like Easter or Christmas, we even had to put extra chairs at the end of each of the pew because the whole system was filled. And then when we had a party in the basement there, everybody would get dressed up. Most of the women would have a long gown. It was very pretty and very special in those days.
We had the men's group and the women's group, and we sort of had a competition to have who could have the best program, and we had some wonderful programs. I just remember one time, and I have no idea what the program was, but I used to play the clarinet, and I played my clarinet and had a snake coming up out of a basket. Who knows what that program was, but we had more fun, and it just was the Holy Trinity was really a wonderful experience for us and for our girls. I think Bill and I have done most of the things that you can do at Holy Trinity. We were both on church council a couple times. I especially did staff support, which I just loved. We even had a big party one time for all the staff, a big dinner. It was really very, very active, and unfortunately we can't be as active anymore, but we have very wonderful memories of what we did do. We both taught Sunday school. I was on Altar Guild. I always read the scriptures. Oh, and the bells.
We thought it was a good idea, so we were significant in urging the church to get with the bells. And the same was true with the...
Well, you were the chairman of the committee that raised the money to get the bells.
We pushed for them, yes.
And I was with the bells from the very beginning. We didn't even know what we were doing, but we learned together and I played with the bells until I got this darn arthritis. I can't get up there anymore, but it was a wonderful experience.
We've had all of the different pieces in the church, and as we get a little older, we figured it's time of us to get out of the way and let younger people take on how the things should be done.
Yeah, one of the things was what changes if we got into that, we would probably be here for a week and a half just telling you that. So I don't think we'll get into changes in the church since we've been here. It would be 60 years, which is unreal.
In those days, too, everybody was young enough that they could hold the whole book to hold it during Christmas instead of having them down to little pieces of paper that you could hold it easily.
Hold the hymnals. Oh, dear. Well, let's see. Is there anything else that... I said the girls have wonderful memories, and they have continued to be church members as a result of being brought up at Holy Trinity. They loved mother-daughter banquets. We had big elaborate plans and have a wonderful banquet and all kinds of dinners, and it was our family. We always called it Holy Trinity family, and it's still our family. It's still our family.